Hello! I've just had a eureka moment. Basically, I've had quite a few comments and messages to me since I released the Justin Sampson finale on potential ideas that, as I said in previous videos, I mean, I'd like everyone to have input, but I'd like it to be me that has come up with the idea. But I've just had a eureka moment. As I said, I've had quite a few messages saying, even though the team radios were the sort of people that would take the piss, creating a character is something that I did quite well with the Justin Sampson series, what people have said. So I've decided that my new F1 2016 series coming up will probably be the creation, a career mode with the creation of another character with team radios involved. But in case you're all thinking another series to laugh at, I'm actually going to do this seriously. This will not be a driver that would always shout and swear over the team radio. Maybe a little bit of that, but actually a more realistic character that people would not laugh at. Of course, there needs to be some moments, but not moments that people would laugh at, like with the Justin Sampson series. The punch in the face got so old. But I'm most likely, I mean, this is not definite yet, but my plan is to do another character for this new series. And if you have any suggestions on a name, I'd like it to be a catchy name for this character. I mean, kind of like Justin Sampson's kind of a catchy name, but I'd like it to be a name that people would remember. I mean, it doesn't have to be, I don't want it to be too much of a, I'm not trying to say this, too much of a complex name, and I'm like to say it like something that has a lot of syllables in it, basically. So maybe a simple name that would have an impact, kind of like Justin Sampson. And another thing that it's gonna be 100% races. Now you may be thinking, are you out of your mind doing 100% races every week? Or every week or so. I'm going to go on to that in a moment. Well, what I'm thinking it's going to be is 100% races, but with the use of mid-session saves. So I say, record a little bit on a Monday, a little bit on a Tuesday, a little bit on a Wednesday, and so on and so forth, whatever suits me most. And that would also make the editing process easier. Now, it's not definite I'm going to do this. I want to just see what people think first. But I think this might be a good idea. I'm not planning on this being like Justin Sampson was. I'm not planning on this being a series that is basically done for the laughs like Justin Sampson was. I'm planning on this being a series. I'm hoping this will be a series that people will want to watch. And that's my aim. I want to entertain you guys. I want to do something that people would constantly praise me for. But for that, I have to do it right. So, and I want to do it right. This is all in my hands, I know that. But I have struggled to come up with ideas, because it seems that pretty much all the ideas for having a new method of doing career mode have already been taken up, and I don't want to do it the typical method. And so there's so many things that I don't want to stop there with this. I mean, so far the thing that's going to set us apart from others is 100% races and realistic team radios. But I want to have more to it. I mean, of course, I've got to come up with a name. I mean, as I said, I could be inspired by the YouTuber McJuggernaut, who obviously has his Psycho series. I want to make this like Psycho and maybe a kind of Psycho F1 driver series. That would be quite interesting if that's a thing. But the trouble I have with that is the only way that would be realistically incorporated is if, say, the driver like destroyed like items in the garage after a race, and because I don't work in F1 or I have no access to an F1 garage, that is something that might be quite hard to do. But if there's any ideas on how I can incorporate that sort of thing into it, then that would be appreciated. And one other thing I'm debating is whether it should be a character that maybe I could play myself, like, without using, like, voice modifications, but maybe I could play the character, like, basically be an actor, and maybe have some footage of what this driver gets up to off track with me playing the driver, basically. But for that, another problem I need is I'd need a cameraman for that, and I don't really have one at the moment. So, and if there are any more ideas with regards to how I can make this series the best series I've ever done on YouTube, then I'd really appreciate it. I'd like everyone to help me make this the best character-driven, F1-driven series I have ever done on YouTube. And I've got less than a month to come up with the ideas, because I want to be releasing the first episode whilst F1 2016 is still fresh. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you for my next video. Hopefully, my next video will be the series announcement. Goodbye.